run it back, 100 stack in the truck with expired tags. Post the gas, run into the future, past. I'm done with that, but if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Blues of San Antonio. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun to about the 35, 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. 2nd and 6. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
18 on the play. 1st down, Vikings.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson, and he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready, break! 18 Rattler, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
On first down, they'll start out with Moss. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Trap 50, trap 50, 60 Maverick, 60, 18, Pioneer.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Stroud now on second down. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Inside the 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
They'll take over first down and goal to go at the 2-yard line.
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. Back to throw here. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there, laying himself out in the end zone. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Blues 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler. 8 check. Bobcat. Reload. Ready.
On second down, it's Moss again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Check. Hurt.
Play action. Here's Stroud. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it facing a second and long situation.
Ready, set. Hurt. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
Now Stroud. That is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And got his man complete. And they rattle off a big one. 45 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
60 Maverick, 60, 18, Pioneer. Go.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Zach Moss, his first touchdown on the year. And the Blues are able to cut into that deficit. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down and a yard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, it's King. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Right there, hurt. Panther 11, Cup 19, Cup 19. Mustang 19. Set up. Ready, ready?
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Let's go now.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Warriors 70. check smash, check smash. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Stroud looking to throw. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Powered a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Jordan Addison. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Minnesota.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
That open man that time, we ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, go check. Buffalo 18. Check up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 yards to go, second down.
Panther Street.
Here's Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. downfield by Addison. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. King going to look to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Big Lion. Dragon 60.
And Stroud now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Stroud to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? King going to look to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Stroud off the play fake. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stroud. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Let's go now.
Right back to him on 1st down. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing now is Stroud. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Stroud. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. Oh, look at the juke. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Stroud out of the gun here. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Mekhi Blackmon's got it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Addison hauls it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw again. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Completes this to Addison out left.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them, and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Blues 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
King going to look to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
18 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
23 yards, the final tally.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Come on.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
70 Ranger. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. Ready.
A handoff to Moss on the option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Zach Moss.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Blues get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Complete. Jefferson to target. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And he coughed it up. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Go.
Again, it's Pierce. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Dameon Pierce taking it in from a yard out. And the Blues take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
49. Blues 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ty Chandler now to return it. This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 yards the gain for number 18. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
First down, Vikings.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
King going to look to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Okay, ready?
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to throw.
And now here's another interception.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 154 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up on the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Chop 60, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Second and 10, here's Stroud. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Stroud now on first and 10. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start.